So here's what we're gonna do. I told you about the metal clad and everything, and it's like this. So you have your metal casing around it. What you try to do is you'll take a screwdriver and try to get underneath there to pry it out. It's going to be kind of hard to show you because I'm not set up for YouTube tutorial videos, I guess. But anyways, you just get it, pop it in there, and then once you get your screwdriver to fit underneath there, and usually it don't take the first try, but I've been doing it for quite some time. Then you have your metal clad. It comes out, which, you know, his is all messed up, and then you have your groove there where it sets. Then your second one here, down here, is your lip seal, like we talked about earlier. I use these snap-on picks. You can use a screwdriver, whatever. Snap-on will take your firstborn if you let them. But that was pretty simple. You just take it out, and there's nothing to them really. Like I said before, you have your O-ring here, which this is an O-ring band. You just pop that joker off there, and now you have your gland disassembled. And you just make sure you get all the rust out of the seal grooves before you go put the new seal in, because that can cause a problem. What I generally use is a Dremel, clean it out. But I know a lot of people don't have sources to get kits, and I understand that, which we are a hydraulic shop, so I do have the sources. But we use calipers, and you just measure your shaft, which your shaft is a 2-inch, and then you measure your OD, your outside diameter, and that gives you a 2.5. And then you measure your seal, and that's also a 2.5. But like I said, most of the time you'll order your kits from Case or some aftermarket place, so you won't need to do these steps unless you just have seals on the shelf. And if you do that, you already know how to do it, and you probably don't need this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you clean up the rust and everything. There's some wear bands and other stuff in there that, you know, you'll receive in a kit. I generally do not take them out because we don't stock them and they don't go bad. Now if they're busted or something like that, you do need to replace it, but majority of the time, say 90% of the time, they're still good and we just don't replace them. Just like the one on the piston seal that I was telling you about. The piston itself, the seal will be replaced, but this wear band back here is already split. We will reuse this because there's nothing wrong with it. And prior to putting your cylinder back together, you need to take some sandpaper and clean up the end of the tube where your O-ring rides, so you know you don't rip anything or nothing like that. And majority of the time when you order a kit, they will give you one of these instead of O-ring and a flat backup. We just don't order kits. We just order just the individual seals. It's cheaper on the customer and all that good stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to post more videos describing how to take apart cylinders and everything. There's really nothing to them, but I've had a lot of people ask me to do videos, so hence why I'm doing one. This is my first one, if you can't tell. Hopefully I get better in the future on making videos. I got the cylinders part down to a science, pretty good at that. Been doing it for 11 years. But yeah, if you have any questions or any suggestions on how to make it better, just leave it in the comments, and hopefully I help somebody. Hopefully it's just not a waste of time, but I know there's a lot of people out there who can't afford to have someone do the labor part of the cylinders because people charge outrageous prices, and I understand that. I mean, I try to be fair, but you still have to make money. That's the name of the game. A lot of farmers and stuff will do it themselves, but some guys will go out and buy equipment and they've never done cylinders. They know how to run equipment, but they don't know how to do cylinders. So I got some John Deere cylinders and other stuff like that that will eventually tear apart, and try to help everybody see if we can, you know, get some likes or whatever. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good day.